If people don't know you in your local community, you are dead in the water. You're practically invisible and you're losing deals. What if I told you though, you can become a local celebrity and it doesn't take fame, it doesn't take fortune, just a few smart moves that most agents, they're scared to do. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how to stand out in your local market so people recognize you at Starbucks. They recognize you when you're at the gym. They recognize you when you're in the local grocery store. People are going to be calling you and knowing you before you've ever met them in person. I'm talking about becoming the local expert in your local community and not using an old, outdated billboard hoping that leads come to you, not knowing if your billboard is even working. And if you're in a saturated market, this is the ultimate best way, hands down, to become noticed in your local community so people know you, like you, and trust you and start calling you before you've ever met them. Let's dive into that video right now. Maybe you already know what I'm talking about. However, if you don't and you'd like to be noticed in your local community and basically be the star of the show in your local community and get more deals, really, that's what it does. It allows you to get noticed in multiple spots. You're in the right place because we're going to be talking about the #1 place to do that. And it's so powerful. It is like having a billboard that people pay $300-600 a month to put their face on steroids. You can 100 times that with this strategy. And the strategy that I'm talking about is YouTube ads. Super simple YouTube ads too. The intention behind the ads can be just to get noticed. You don't even have to be gathering leads. However, that's always a nice touch to that, offering value to people in your marketplace to opt in for that piece of value. Maybe it's a home sold report, maybe it's a buyer's guide, maybe it's a seller's guide. You can offer them something of value and be right in front of people. And what makes YouTube so powerful, you can track all of this too. You can track how many impressions, you can track how many clicks you got. So you know exactly how many people are seeing you. And what makes it even more powerful than Facebook, hands down, because Facebook changed the rules a couple years ago that you can only target within a 15-mile radius, and you go into a special category that's called the housing category, and it restricts certain things you can do there. With YouTube ads and Google, it's not applicable, which makes this so extremely powerful. You're able to market specifically within a little radius. It could be a 2-3 mile radius, even smaller than that if you'd like to. It can be a certain zip code. It can be your entire city. In my local community, the population's around 32,000. And what I can do is break that criteria down and put it only the 32,000. And in that criteria, they own houses. You can check that off, see my marketing video in YouTube, or I can have everybody see it, or I can target certain keywords. It is so powerful. I personally, this is my story I'll share with you. I have numerous of these ones, and some of them I can't even share because they're kind of restricted of where I was. People saw me while they were doing certain things. Okay, and you look at your imagination, go wild with that, but you can imagine where people can see you when you're able to show up on their TVs, when you're able to show up on their iPads, when you're able to show up on their phones, when you're able to show up on their computer. You're basically in their pocket. You're a billboard in their pocket. Every time they go into YouTube, they see you. Every time you can actually be tracked if you do retargeting ads too, all over the internet, which makes it extremely powerful. You can be seen everywhere in your local community. There has been numerous times where I've walked into the gym, somebody, I've seen you, I know you. Oh, really? How do you think you know me? Oh, I've seen you somewhere. I'm like, on YouTube? Oh, that's where I saw you. And I've also had a personal story I'll share with you. I was in a town 45 minutes away from here where my younger sister lives. And I was staying with my younger sister for a couple of days, and I went into the local subway there. And I'm waiting in line, and there's a gentleman behind the counter that looks like he's the owner or something like that, around those lines, the manager of the subway. He keeps glaring at me or looking up at me, and I'm wondering, what is this guy doing? It's kind of creeping me out that this guy is staring at me all the time. And then once I got to the cash register, this guy had looked at me numerous times. He said, I know you. I said, you do? You're Nick Doherty. And I'm like, yes, I am. How do you know me? I'm not even in the same city where I live. He said, I see you on YouTube and Facebook ads. And I said, oh, really? I said, do you know the owner of such and such Subway in Aurelia? He's like, actually, I live in Aurelia. I'm like, that's why you know me. I said, do you live in this sub-community called Westridge? He's like, yes, I do, because I knew where the Subway was. I've been to that Subway numerous times too, know the owner and the one in Aurelia. And he said, yes, I do. I said, do you happen to live on Pearl Street? It was a bit of a guess at that point, but he said, yes, I do, because I've door knocked that area so much that I knew that there was a possibility that he had lived on that street as well. But that is the power of having a YouTube ad, a simple YouTube ad that doesn't cost. You can literally spend $3 to $5 a day, not even that much if you don't want to. The more budget you have, the more you get seen. And there's also something called a frequency cap. You can cap how many times people see you so you don't become annoying. I typically do 4 times a day that somebody can see me when they're coming on YouTube. And you can see, you're on YouTube right now. And I'm sure if you go to other videos, you'll see ads pop up when you're on the video. That's what you will be in the local community. If the only thing it does, I mean, people pay hundreds of dollars for billboards and they have no idea if they get leads or not. This is supercharging it to a degree that is crazy. I never thought in my life that people would recognize me in my local community. Then when you incorporate on top of this, everything else that you're doing, if you have a farm area that you're farming, if you're going out and doing your local activities that you might do, like I do, I go to the gym, I go to pickleball, I go to yoga. So there's these things you do where people start to see you in numerous spots. And then maybe you put out postcards, which I do too. So I have my farm area, my postcards. They see me on YouTube, they start seeing me at the gym or pickleball or whatever it may be. They start seeing you in numerous spots with different items too. A postcard, a door knock in person, or a postcard that you leave or something that you leave behind at the door knock. And then they see you on YouTube. And then they see you on Facebook, because you can do retargeting ads too. And all while you're doing this, like I mentioned, you can offer something of value to them so they put in their information and the lead comes directly into your CRM, directly to your email, and you can call them directly and start to build a relationship. Or they'll just book a call with you to talk about listing their property. This is why YouTube is so powerful. People get to know you, like you, and trust you. They get to see your voice, how you speak, how you show up, your body language, just like you're doing right now with myself, and it builds a lot of trust with people. Look, and if you would like to learn a little bit more how to basically have a billboard on steroids and start to get in people's homes and be seen and heard and offer something of value to your local community, click the link below, because we'll show you how to get 1 to 2 listings a month doing this. And if you would not like to do this and all you would like to do is run simple YouTube ads to become a local celebrity, we can do that too. That can be the total intention instead of attempting to attract leads. That's just an added bonus. If you enjoyed this video, like this video, subscribe to the video. I'm going to continue to do these videos to share with you everything that I have done in my real estate career that has been beneficial, and I would like to pass it on to you so you can implement it into your business and you can ultimately grow your business to the extent to any level that you would like to. I am Nick Doherty, and if you would like to watch more videos like this, watch this video right here on lead gen. This is a really powerful one too. And it basically breaks down the 4 quadrants. You don't have to do any more than this. You don't have to make it overcomplicated. This simplifies the lead gen process. Okay, I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.